I didn't know what to say. I kept going through drafts, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. It wasn't even landing right with me. So I called former President Trump.
Ready? You have the cameras rolling?
Okay, here we are. Cris Cuomo, biggest detractor of Trump, apologizes. Let's get straight into this video because it's a little bit of a video. I chopped it up so that way we can cut through it, see, and just see what he says. Here we go.
I didn't know what to say. I kept going through drafts, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. It wasn't even landing right with me. So I called former President Trump. And you can think what you want about Trump. He does not have many more full-throated critics of what he says and does than me, okay? And yet I called him today because I am ashamed of how we are responding and not responding to the threats on him. And I feel for his family.
See, in all of this, and I've said this before, is I think we forget that people are people, right? Like figures, celebrities, politicians, right? Polarizing as they are, they're human beings. They are people with feelings and families that care about them. Right? I'm pretty sure Trump's family feels a whole lot, his immediate family, right? They actually care and love. They spend Christmas, they spend holidays with each other. That without this individual, that family would probably be broken. He's somebody's grandfather.
And I know you can roll your eyes and say, oh yeah, he asked for it. Listen, that's your choice, and I think it's a wrong choice, okay? We got to get out of the judgment business unless it's judging ourselves. And you got to start rewarding things that are better. And I got to tell you, I don't know how he stays in the race. I don't know how he got up after being shot in the head. And you people who try to mitigate that, you need to check yourself.
Yeah, for all the people that condone disgusting acts such as an assassination attempt, and then posting on Twitter and social media saying that they're pissed that the shooter missed. How are you okay with yourself? How do you want somebody who's in the middle, right? How do you want them to side with you, who they should listen to you for advice to vote for? It's extreme on both sides, left and right.
He gets up, pumping his fist, stays in the race, barely even talks about it. Now look, I do believe he has wasted opportunities, and he has another one now. Who better than Trump to say, we can do better? I can do better. I know he keeps doubling down on his angry rhetoric. How can he not? It keeps working for him.
It's not that it only works for him, okay? People have tried to kill him twice. So he's gonna double down and be like, you're not gonna kill me. He's an alpha male. It's just that way. Some of you betas out there and be like, oh, no, he's not. He just is. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to break the news to you that your daddy didn't tell you. You're a beta male. He's an alpha male. Nobody is going to tell Trump what to do. And I think that's the craziest thing, right? If nobody can tell Trump what to do, how to talk, the things to say, right? Not to golf while you're in the middle of a campaign, even though you've already survived. He should be chilling right now. But if nobody could tell him what to do, right? This is my point. If nobody can tell him what to do, or control what he says, but yet he ran the country successfully for 4 years, didn't get us in any major conflicts, right? Besides the ones here that the left was pushing, any international conflicts. Our economy was great, and I don't care what Don Lemon's gonna say. Well, actually, statistically, no, bro. You could show me numbers all day. It doesn't change how my wallets were then to now. So you could show me numbers. I go by what I see, right? That's why I don't listen to CNN, Fox News. I'm still getting used to News Nation, but if nobody can tell him all of those things, if nobody can tell him what to do, and he kept us out of wars, conflicts, then he's doing it right. So what are you afraid of? I'm not afraid. I'm afraid of what Cackling Comma's going to do. Let's continue. I need to stay on subject. Back to Cris Cuomo.
I don't know that it gets him elected. My theory is that he needs to expand. He had a chance to do it after he was the target of an assassination at the RNC. He had a chance to say, I know what got me here. It's not going to get me where I want us to be. He did not take that chance.
That's true. Then again, Cuomo, you've never been president. So I hear you. Totally agree with you. But you're not this man. You're not Donald Trump.
He now has another chance. Oh, you're supporting Trump. I'm supporting us. The idea that I am a Trump supporter is laughable to the man on your screen right now. That is not what this is.
See, and I side with Cris Cuomo here because here's the thing. I'm not a Democrat. I have voted Republican. I don't want to call myself a Republican. I'm like he said, I'm for us, the country. Now, when the left tries to destroy somebody like Trump, and then I see that things, and I actually research things and I find out that they're not true, that doesn't make me a Republican. It makes me not a Democrat. It makes me not side with the liars. Doesn't make me go to the right. There's certain things, like I said, that I agree with both sides, right? There's views that I agree on the left. There's views that I agree on the right. But when you spread lies about somebody and call them a Hitler, that's a definition of a bully. Everything that the left has been doing, the mainstream media has been doing to Trump has been bullying him. And I do not support bullies. Doesn't mean I'm a Republican. Doesn't mean I'm a conservative. Doesn't mean I'm a far right winger. It just means I do not agree with people being lied on. I don't. People have lied on me. I don't like it, and I don't side with that. So just because I don't side with the liars or the people that I've done my research for, and I'm not going to side with you. I'm sorry. I'm siding with what I think is best for America. And if it's the choice between the cackling Kamala and the bad orange man, I'm going with the orange man because he's already shown me that he could do it, that he can make a better life for me. And I don't even have to pay attention to him. That's a leader. A leader could be running shit. He could be out of the spotlight. I don't even have to pay attention to him. And I'm doing okay. Now, when you kind of trust the Biden administration, which Kamala is a part of, and I'm doing bad, and I see it. I feel it. I can't spend like I used to. Groceries are crazy. But anyways, I forgot where I'm going with this. Let's keep going. No, I remember now. Yes, I'm with you, Chris, on this. I vote for what's best for us.
I am worried about us. I am ashamed of what's happening around us right now and the relative lack of concern about it. I just don't see how we get anywhere better than where we are right now. Look, I'm not blaming Democrats. I don't get it. That's why I reached out to Trump. I wanted to just say, listen, I'm really sorry that this is going on and it's being dealt with this way. Not because I'm in favor of his politics or what he says. I criticize him all the time. That's my job. And he deserves it.
True.
He doesn't deserve this.
Also true.
Pointing an AK-47 at him while he's playing golf. And we take solace in the fact that the guy didn't get any rounds off.
That's right. You're a disgusting human being if you're pissed that the dude didn't get any rounds off. Bottom line.
That does not work for me. If I had been through what that guy's been through in the last 2 months, you would not know where I am. You would never see me on TV again. No way I would do that. I don't know how he does it.
Once again, Cuomo, I get it, but you're not Donald Trump.
He's got kids, they're adults, but he's got grandkids. He's got a wife. People giving crap to Melania Trump, worrying about whether or not there was a plot around his husband. How could she not? I don't think she's right, but I totally get why she feels that way, and people mock her.
Yeah, why would people be giving Melania crap because she says there's a plot on her husband's life? Why are you guys attacking her online for that? Doesn't make any sense. If that was your family member, your husband, the father of your children, wouldn't you be concerned? If this is the second time that it's happened?
And then her husband has a guy pointed with an AK-47? Where are those people apologizing? That's what it's time for. I should not have come at you, Melania Trump, for suggesting that maybe there was something more afoot. I get your paranoia. I get your feelings. You have a right to that.
It's not paranoia. It's worrisome. She's worried about the life of her husband.
There's nothing wrong with saying that, with being a basic, decent human being.
That's all we need.
It has gotten too out of control, too far from where we need to be and how we need to be. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know. So, it again, that everybody just wants to kind of parse out who's to blame, who's to blame. I mean, don't you think that you should, and don't you think that you should, and nobody's doing this. But this is the only thing that's going to change it.
That's right. The only way we fix this is if we go back to reporting the facts, not something that happened and then reporting your opinion after. Fact checking should not be an opinion, right? I've posted stuff on Facebook that I know was a fact, that I've researched it, that have verified sources, and it says it was fact checked because, and then I read the fact check, right? And it was somebody's opinion. It didn't even negate my facts. It just gave an opinion on why they thought it wasn't true. So we need to get away from that. Let's go back to reporting the news and letting the people decide what they think. Let's not control people. Let's not control the narrative. And let's not control people's way of thinking. That's why if you watch my show, I ask questions all the time. Well, what do you guys think? Don't you think this? Wouldn't you think that? I want people to think. We don't have very many critical thinkers out there. There's just not. I'm sorry, and maybe people are too tired with not being able to afford groceries. They get home and they're just like, man, whatever, man. I'm going to order my $100 family order of McDonald's because I just don't feel like cooking because I'm tired of working. They're taxing the shit out of me. And I'm going to turn on CNN real quick and I see a headline. Oh my God, Trump's bad. That's the way it is. I got to go to sleep because I got to get up tomorrow to do it again, to work 10 to 12 hours, maybe more. Pay for daycare, try to afford groceries, try to afford gas in my car, but all they see is that, right? They don't have time to investigate. I don't have time to investigate either. But I do it because for my mental health and to know what's going on with the country. Because I am a patriot and I think that is researching, finding out things that are true. I think that is true patriotism, not following a network, not following a CNN, not following a Fox News, not following an MSNBC, not following an ABC, not following a Newsmax. It's doing your own research. So if you really care about the country and you really care about what's going on, maybe that's the things that you should do, right? On top of your daily jobs. I get it. I'm tired all the time. I have 6 kids. I have a family to provide for. I have a family to spend time with. I have things outside of that. I have this. I have this podcast. I have a lot of things to do all throughout the day, throughout the night, every day, even on my off days. There's no off days. Gym, work, family, podcasting, raising my kids, spending time with them, doing chores. We all get caught up in that. And I think that decides, just my opinion, I think that helps us decide what side we're going to vote, right? You hear good things about what Kamala's doing. Oh, great. Oh, she's all about vibes. Cool. I need some good vibes right now. I'm tired, man. I'll cut that out. Let's keep going.
Okay? And look, I hear what Trump is saying. Trump blames the Democrats and their attacks on him as a threat to democracy for the violence directed toward him. He then says that they are the real threats to democracy. So if it's wrong that they're threatening him that way by calling him that, why would he call them that?
Well, Cuomo, because this is his, you're pulling up like his second tweet about that. They have every news outlet, they have put out this rhetoric. So I get what you're saying. They've called him a modern day Hitler, a threat to democracy, everything under the bus. So, and this is almost going on for almost 10 years that they've been doing this to this man. And if he puts this out, I understand it, man. Hey, dude, you keep getting punched in the face. You might want to swing back. You might want to swing back once. I'm not calling for violence, so let's get that. Let's clear that. Clear that. I'm saying theoretically, if this person is getting punched in the face for so many years and they swing back, don't blame it on him. Let's continue.
We need better. And I keep seeing use of the word hate everywhere in our politics. Trump hates Taylor Swift. Democrats hate him, want him eliminated. So, here's what I didn't know what to say. I kept going through drafts. The rest of us. It's so intoxicating. It's so contagious, the negativity. We need our leaders to step up and start being rewarded for stepping up and doing the right thing. Both of those things matter. A mentor and friend sent me a piece that posited that the solution to the division in our society is to split it. Never. It would never work, and it can never be. Patrick Henry had it right. Maybe it was him, maybe he borrowed it from Aesop, it doesn't matter. United we stand, divided we fall. And it is even more true today. And this gets clouded by the fact that division gets you paid. Division gets you clicks. Division gets you a following. Division, especially in digital media, is absolutely the way to get known.
100% true. Unfortunately, that's what gets you clicks. That's what gets you likes. That's what gets you followers that lean towards your similar views. And that's a fact.
So the blame for the dynamic is everywhere. On the right, far right, for sure. But just as troubling to me, and no, it is not false equivalency. My brothers and sisters, I got nobody to impress, okay?
Why didn't you mention the left, bro? I'm calling it like I see it. And I know this is a freestyle. He's just going for it, right? There's no script. And I think he was talking about the far right, and I think he was going to go back to the far left, and then something else popped in his mind. Because I do that all the time. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you know that. This is all free balling, but let's continue.
I'm not joining any team. I'm not looking for a following. I'm not looking for fans. I tell people to take a hike on a regular basis.
Yep.
I'm just telling you how I see it as somebody who has been studying us for a quarter century in this gig. It is just as troubling to me to hear about fake stories of eating cats and dogs as it is to hear fake concern by our sitting president and almost nothing from the Democrat who wants to lead us.
Boom! If Kamala is truly about uniting us, besides not having any real policies, that should have been her go-to. We need to stop this violence. Not, we don't condone violence. Like, that's the political answer. Like, you need to give a heartfelt, like, look, this is what Kamala could have said to get my vote, right? Maybe. Let me take that. Maybe. Look, you guys that are trying to take Trump out, you guys need to stop. Okay? We don't vote with bullets. We don't vote with our guns. We don't vote with our rifles. We vote with our ballots. Okay? So please, stop this. I want this to be a fair election, and I want to beat this man fairly. I feel like I know what's best for America, and taking out a former president or my political opponent is not the way to go. So please, let's maintain peace in our country, and let's vote on November 5th or 6th. I don't know. It's one of those days. 5th or 6th. I hope I don't vote on the wrong day or I'll show up a day late. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. She could have done that. Not just say, political violence. We don't condone violence in our country. Yeah, I don't condone violence, and I'm a legal gun owner.
About what happened with Trump. We don't condone violence. Who says
There
that?
it goes.
What does that even mean? You don't dismiss trivial pursuits of violence? Yeah, okay, who would? We need a lot more than that right now. We need reason to believe in who we are at our best, and we are starved of that.
Not only are we starved of it, we haven't been fed something like that since 9/11. Here we are 23 years later. You know, and I've said this in previous podcasts that are no longer on the air that I'm not calling for it, but I think the time after 9/11, we were together. We were together. There was nobody that we were impenetrable because we all came together. We all knew that we were vulnerable. We've been attacked. We lost family members. We lost friends. We lost countrymen, fellow countrymen, and we came together and we rose and we did great. But then after that, the presidents that came after that seemed to divide us. And I'll do another a separate video about that, about where did this division after 9/11 come from? What events happened to lead us to this point? And I'm only going to go from 9/11 because 9/11 we were completely united. If you weren't born then, I'm sorry. But a lot of us remember and care and still hold that in our heart. Because you know what? I hate to say it. I wish we could go back. I wish we could go back to September 12th, 2001, when Americans cared about America. That's a soft spot for me. 9/11. But that's all I had for today. You know, what do you guys think about Cuomo's apology? You know, he did apologize. Kind of went off, but you got to respect him. I respect him for doing that, for saying that, for trying to get some kind of resolve and some kind of unity, for us to look back, look at ourselves and what we can do better. And I agree with him, man. I'm all about what can we do to make ourselves better. I don't want to point fingers, right? I can point fingers at the left all day for pushing me to the right. For pushing me to the right. I've told you this before on my podcast. I used to be a Democrat. I've seen so many lies. But anyways, tell me what you guys think in the comments. Stick around for the next one. Thanks for sticking around for this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this channel if you like some of this stuff. If you don't like it, comment down. Please comment down below. We need to talk about things. All right? And ultimately, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Ready? You have the cameras rolling?